Hello everyone, I am Rachan V.A. Patosa, and now we will talk about individuals, networks, and participation. So for our objectives is to discover the relationship that connects the individuals, networks, and participation. Second is to identify the roles of networks. And third is to understand the individual's participation in different organizations. So we will go first to its history or origin so that you will have a guide for its examples later. So in the late 1980s, there was once a man named Antonio, a Milanese. He was exposed to trade unionism and Communist Party politics in his teens. He became a member of different local organizations that caught his interests and concerns in the society. Antonio was the best example for the first environmental justice activist, which integrated concern for social inequality with interest in environmental conditions. So for you to understand really, as I explain the relationship of individuals and networks and participation, here are the key terms. So first, collective action. So this refers to action taken together by a group of people whose goal is to enhance their condition and achieve a common objective. Individual is a single member of a class. Network is a group or system of interconnected people or things. Participation, on the other hand, is an action of taking part in something. And social network is a network of social interactions and personal relationships. So these key terms are very important for you to understand the discussions later or as follows. So let us now go to the connection of individuals, networks, and participation. So social networks affect participation in collective action. So participation shapes network. And lastly, social networks increase individual chances to be involved and strengthen activists' attempts furthering their appeal. So for example, Antonio is back. So Antonio started a local environmental action group and tried to convince his former comrades to join him in the new enterprise. His comrades did not only have involved with environmental issues, rather, they agreed to support the proposed agenda of Antonio. So this is the best example of the interaction between the individual and its participation within a network. So social networks facilitated the development of new forms of collective action at later stages. Social network is not only a facilitator, but also a product of collective action. Duality of individuals and organizations is where our uniqueness as individuals is determined through a particular combination of our group memberships. So this could create mutual trust, sense of companionship, solidarity, and shared understandings for a long-term acquaintance. So participating in an organization or group is not just a mere participation, but it is a big responsibility of yours to these people or to the group or organization itself. So people do not join organizations that they think is incompatible and hostile. When we say hostile or hostile, um, in this context, this only means that the organization is unfriendly or the organization opposes on the individual's belief, individual's perception or goals or perspective in life. So individuals also create connections through participating in various types of social and cultural activities. So when we say cultural activities, this may be music, festival, concerts, and etc. So based on Porta and Diani in 2006, the relationship between individuals and the networks in which they are embedded is crucial, not only for the involvement of people in collective action, but also for the sustenance of action over time, and for the particular form that the coordination of action among a multiplicity of groups and organizations may take. So, as what I have said, being in an organization is not just a mere participation, but it takes commitment because because it is for the sustenance of action over time. So there is a question for you. So why do people get involved in collective action? So let us now discover the role of networks. So there are actually two forms of recruitment. The first one is personal contacts. So when we say personal contacts, it is somehow a private setting. So you will recruit here your family, your friends, or your colleagues. The second one is the block recruitment. So when we say block recruitment, you are recruiting inside a cell or branches. You will recruit these people as a whole. So it is as a whole. So there is also network mechanisms. So let us go first to this side, which is the left side of the table. So religious sects do not require strong networks, but adhesion for radical political organizations. The second one is the more costly and dangerous the collective action, the stronger and more numerous the ties required for individuals to participate. So protests uh, will be included here already. So as what you have observed in the left side, these are the organizations or these are the activists who are fighting for its political goals or political interests. Let us now go to the right side, which uh, here are the charities and volunteer groups that have no political goals. So interest representation groups such as unions. So social network affect decisions to participate in collective action through these following. So being linked to people who are already committed to a certain cause enables individuals to feel part of a collective we. So creating opportunities for transforming predispositions into action into action. Importance of network connection is where individuals do not make decisions in isolation but in the context of what other people do. So this only means that you do not do you, but you do it for the people also. So you will work as a team. You will participate in the organization's goals and desire. So this is what we mean by networking or participating in a networking as an individual. So, another question, do networks always matter? So for our answer, networks do not only matter in different contexts, they also perform different functions where they merely range from socialization to the creation of opportunities and to become involved. So they also potentially influence prospective participants' decisions at crucial points in time. So, individuals and organizations. So, through the individual's participation in a specific movement, activists create new channels of communication and increase the scope of promoting common campaigns. The second one is that this creates channels of communication between movements and their environment. So there is a communication which is very needed or very important. So here are the different types of affiliations. So the first one is the exclusive affiliations. So when we say exclusive affiliations, these demand a long novitiate, rigid discipline, and a high level of commitment. So from the word itself, exclusive, you are reserved to an exclusive organization or group. The other one is the multiple affiliations. So this is where participation takes place in inclusive organizations that allow multiple memberships and have no aspiration to monopolize their members' commitment. So this only means that you can be in multiple groups or organizations without um, without taking you out from from a specific group or organization. Unlike exclusive affiliations, you can be kicked out from that organization if they tend to know that you are also a member of a different organization. So you should only be loyal to that group or organization. So that is the difference of the two kinds or two types of affiliations. So let us now go to the summary. So in this summary, you can be able to understand or to shorten your learnings in an easy way, of course. So individuals get involved in collective action through their personal connections to people that are already involved. So individuals not only become active in a movement but also create new connections by being involved in multiple forms of activism and associations. So individuals movement activists are also involved in countercultural or subcultural practices. This only means that you can be concluded, and this may be in music, concerts, and etc. So individuals' involvement may take place through its personal participation in specific activities and in virtual communities through computer-mediated communication. So this only means that nothing will happen to you if you as an individual do not participate in any networks. So by that, you will now be included to a specific group or organization, or just like as what I have shared to you lately in different affiliations. You will be a member either in an exclusive affiliation or in the multiple affiliation. So I hope you have and understand and differentiate many things, and of course concluded the relationship between individuals and participation and the networks. So that would be all. Thank you so much.